Ladies and gentlemen, Speaker. You have to state your name. Say his name. I've taken the name. We say that first. Honorable members, heteros, I request Mr. Chandrasekhar Banerjee to speak. I express my gratitude to the Honorable Speaker. The Honorable Minister of the Irrigation Department is present here. I draw the attention of the entire Cabinet. Within my constituency, there is the Kuno River, and a bridge on that river from Jamuya to Aknara was washed away in last night's flood, and the bridge has broken nearly 2 villages, and on one side, another village, including 3 tribal villages, their entire transport system has been cut off. I am drawing the attention of the Honorable Minister, appealing to the Honorable Speaker, and I draw the attention of the entire Cabinet, including the Honorable Chief Minister, to inform them about this matter. Thank you all. I request the Honorable Chief Minister to place her statement regarding this matter. Honorable Speaker, yesterday, the Honorable Member Falta, Advocate de Bangshu, raised a matter, and I had informed the House through the Honorable Parliamentary Minister that I would give a statement regarding that today. Before coming to that, with your permission, what happened yesterday in Kolkata, to our journalist friends, I felt it was necessary to inform everyone about the nature of the attack that took place, because I myself went to SSKM Hospital yesterday, late evening. After 8 o'clock, it must have been around 8:30 p.m. I met with attacked and injured journalists personally. You know that under the banner of United Crouch March, a movement was announced. Cockroach Party, self-declared Cockroach Party member, Debadipya Ganguly, and various left-wing and ultra-left-wing organizations. Dick, our police were instructed that in a democratic country, anyone can establish their democratic opinion and their rights, but peacefully, without disrupting law and order. Surveillance was maintained by the police and arrangements were also in place. There was a clear instruction from the government that no force or action should be taken by the police until the gathered protesters or marchers went out of control. You will see on social media that this self-declared cockroach party said that some student organizations of the left front were there, although I am not aware if they were students, because they have no existence in any college or university. They entered this program. These are SFI, DYSA, AIDSA, AESA, AISB, PSU, RS, etc. This march was proceeding peacefully. According to police counts, the crowd was 9,000. Among them, from Kolkata and surrounding areas, the defeated in the elections, from the background, Khidirpur, Mediaburuz, Rajabazar Park Circus, Akrafatak, Belgachia, Newtown, Bagyati, and so on were supplied. The police were completely restrained. The TV media saw it all. Later, when they came to Dorina Crossing, they started with shoes and bottles first. Then they targeted the journalists, because even after trying a lot, the police did not fall into the trap they set. Our instructions were also the same. They wanted the police to lethally charge, burst gas, and use force. And then the drama would continue intensely. The police did not give that opportunity. I thank the Kolkata police and those who were on duty. There may be many journalist friends who were slightly injured but did not seek medical attention and left. 6 journalist friends who were seriously injured and bleeding received treatment at government hospitals. Dipankar Dasgupta, Makhan, Suman Mahapatra, Rigpurakayasta, Shiladityakar, Krishnendu Majumdar. We have already received written complaints from the journalist friends. A total of 6 cases have been filed, and the Anti-Gunda Act passed by this assembly has been added to these cases. Reference case number 1, Hare Street Police Station, case number 151, done. Complainant Rahi Haldar. Reference 2, Hare Street Police Station, case number 152. In this way, a total of specifically 6 cases have been filed. No, not 6, but 7 cases. As 1 case was also filed at Enelli Police Station. The Anti-Gunda Act has been added to these cases. And about 70 people have been identified, not one of whom is a student. Not one of them is a member of the self-declared Cockroach Party. Not one of them is part of the agitators related to the NEAT movement. 4 infamous individuals' names I am mentioning here. We will not spare them, and I will not waste time by naming the rest. Afroz of Raja Bagan, Nahir of Khidirpur, Tanvir and Nezam of Iqbalpur, Rahul Jamal of Watgunge. I am announcing the names of these 5 goons here. We will take such measures under the Anti-Gunda Act that not just for one day, these goons will be remembered by their next 3 generations. This is why we introduced the Anti-Gunda Act. And this is why the Honorable Governor passed the Anti-Gunda Act. The people of Bengal have seen how necessary it was. On behalf of the entire Assembly, I condemn the physical attack on the journalist friends. I hope the Assembly will agree with me. Our ruling bench's chief whip, Bamlan Baduri, was telling me just a moment ago that when lunch is announced, the Bharatiya Janata Party MLAs will wear black badges and take part in a program under the statue of the architect of the Constitution, Ambedkar, to condemn the attack on journalists. And they have taken a small initiative to express solidarity with the media workers, the 4th pillar of the Constitution. I welcome and thank him as well. Sir, with your permission, sit down after I speak. You don't know anything right now. You have to say it. Will you say that the SFI is not involved in this attack? Your leaders themselves said that the police are standing there with tear gas, so everyone should bring a water bottle. We have social media. You had already told them to bring water bottles before the program. People saw how thousands of those water bottles were being hurled. If throwing eggs is not Bengal's culture, then throwing bottles and shoes at journalists cannot be Bengal's culture either. Sir, a major scam has come to light. The nephew's Sevasray camp scam. Already in our Bishnupur PS multiple cases have been filed by us. These are the FIRs. Based on the FIRs, I first seek your permission by blurring the faces. See how they have caused damage Look at these pictures. Look at this cheater. Has lost his arm. Look. Look at how another child has been crippled. Look. Look at this woman. She has lost her leg. What this cheating nephew has done is he took the ultrasonography machine outside. He took the X-ray machine outside. He took the government hospitals, doctors outside, medical college students have written a letter to the chief minister. Medical college students can become doctors. They can treat patients. But once they get in, they won't get out. This is a murder case. No one will be able to save him. No one can save this cheating nephew. First, I will round everyone up. All ultrasonography machines have been seized. All X-ray machines have been seized. Dilip Mandal. From his go down, these Sabasray medicines were seized, which are dated 2021. They gave expired medicines to the patients. I received a letter yesterday to the principal, Honorable Chief Minister, Government of West Bengal. Afas, Dr. Rajiv Biswas was appointed as an RMO in the radiology department of Diamond Harbor Medical College. As a junior doctor, I was involved in the protest movement. After the movement, due to the tacit support of local leaders, the college principal, and trouble from some students, I lived in fear of harassment for participating in the protests. I learned about the Sabasray camp at Mtala Auditorium. I was asked to perform duty at that camp as a junior doctor. Thinking of my own safety, I performed the duty. Later, Shamim Ahmed called me to perform duty in the USG department at the SDO ground model camp. During my off-duty hours at the hospital, I only performed duties on some days like the other junior doctor. Due to being busy with my studies during the second phase of Sabasray, I participated minimally. I am a junior doctor. Please look at me with a forgiving eye. My plea to you is for the protection of my future. Rajiv Biswas. He says that I am looking into it. You have to do it. I said no. No, Didi. Please rest assured, we will not let this go. There is no scenario or chance for leniency. Let me tell you about our action taken report. I have mentioned many things and shown pictures after the FIR. The names found in the FIR. I am not disclosing them here in the interest of the investigation process. The action we have taken on 7/2026, we sent a letter to Honorable Dr. Ajit Kumar Mohanty, Secretary, Department of Atomic Energy, G, EOI. On 7/2026, a letter was sent to Honorable A.K. Balasubramaniam, Chairperson, Atomic Energy Regulatory Board of India, having the office at Niyamak Bhavan, Mumbai, Maharashtra. On 7/7, a letter was sent to the Principal Secretary, Department of Health and Family Welfare. On 7/7, a letter was sent to the Chief Medical Officer, South 24, Parganas. On the 15th, we received some documents and photographs related to those medical camps from the complainant. After that, we seized the X-ray machines, we seized the USG machines, we seized all the expired medicines, and we are looking into the government funds spent on this sector through the East Medinipur District Magistrate, South 24, Parganas District Magistrate, and the Sabaswari projects in Diamond Harbor and Nandigram. We have also identified the government doctors who were assigned to duty. Based on the complaint made yesterday by the Honorable Member Debangshu Panda, I want to reassure the House and the people of Bengal. We are conducting an extensive campaign and comprehensive investigation into this matter involving the State Police, CID, STF, South 24, Parganas District Police, along with medical experts. Every complaint from those whose lives have been harmed and those who suffered in this camp has been treated as an FIR. And rest assured, for such a heinous crime committed in West Bengal regarding this medical camp by the nephew and his accomplices, there is no question of sparing any one of them. Time will tell, time will speak. We are fully prepared, gathering all information and evidence and working in accordance with the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita. In due time, you will reveal your true identity, so stay well. Thank you, Honorable Chief Minister. Honorable members, the agenda for the Assembly now is the presentation of the reports of the Comptroller and Auditor General of India concerning the government of West Bengal. I now request the Honorable Minister, Shri Swapan Dasgupta, to present the reports of the Comptroller and Auditor General of India regarding the government of West Bengal. Honorable Speaker, sir, you are aware that the Comptroller and Auditor General's report holds constitutional significance, and it is the duty of every government to present it to the Legislative Assembly. For known and unknown reasons, these CAG reports have not been presented in our Assembly for the last few years. This is a major constitutional lapse. To rectify that error today, we, keeping that in mind, is it 30 in total, or how many? I am going to present 28 CAG reports. For now, I am only placing the names and the list of these CAG reports before you. Once these are tabled, you can study them all if you are interested. We intend to hold special session in the coming days. A discussion on these CAG reports as it is. Very important. It is our duty to present the government's shortcomings to the public in a transparent manner. Please have some patience. This is very interesting. Not really much of anything. But it is a constitutional duty of mine to provide all of them. So I will read out their names one by one. Please hold on and listen patiently. Report number 2 of 2022 of KD. Speaker, report of Comptroller for March of KG. See? Number Speaker, report of the Examiner of Local Accounts on Panchayati Raj institutions. Your officer number, Honorable Speaker. State Finance Audit Report for year ended March of the Comptroller and Auditor General of India. Number 5, Honorable Speaker. Report of the Comptroller and Auditor General of India for the year ended March 22 of Key. Number Honorable Speaker, State Performance Audit Report of Constitutional Amendment Report number 3 of KG. Number Speaker, report of the Comptroller and Auditor General of India for March 2022 of CAG. Number Speaker, sir, performance audit report on public health infrastructure management of health services, West Bengal for the year ended March of the Comptroller and Auditor General of India. Number Speaker, report of the Comptroller and Auditor General of India on land management in tribal areas and Anganwadi services under ICDS for March. I cannot comment on what the predecessor did not do. I am just doing my duty. Number 10, Honorable Speaker, I beg to lay finance accounts in 2 volumes ending March. Number 11, Speaker, accounts for March. Accounts for March. State Finance Audit Report for the year ending March number 13. I lay the report on public sector undertakings for March. You can see how much was not done, which we are having to do now. Number 14, Honorable Speaker, report of the CNAG ending March. Speaker, report of the CNAG for March. Number 16, report of the Auditor General for performance for March. Finance accounts, volume. March, CNAG 19. Report of the Comptroller and Auditor General on State Finance for the year. report of the Comptroller and Auditor General for the period of March 21. I lay the report of the CNAG for the period of March 22. I beg to lay the report of the KEG on implementation of Samagra Shiksha in West Bengal, report 3 of the KEG 23. I lay finance accounts volume for the year March 24. Number, I lay the accounts ending March T25. Report of the CNAG on state finance for the year 25. 27. Performance audit on the measures of West Bengal for containing water pollution. Lastly, I beg to lay appropriation accounts for the year March 25 of the KIG. So all these volumes will come to you. You will see so many reports. A huge amount of homework has been given to everyone. But perhaps by looking at these reports, you will understand why today in West Bengal, our deficit is over 8 lakh crore. Over 8 lakh crore. You might understand it from this alone. If you read it, if you don't, someone else will read it for you and provide a brief summary. But a special session of the Assembly will be held regarding this in the coming days, and we will discuss this. This is our constitutional duty. Concluding my speech with this. Thank you, Honorable Minister Shri Swapan Dasgupta. Honorable members, now in accordance with Rule 222 and Rule 223A of the Rules of Procedure and Conduct of Business of the West Bengal Legislative Assembly, upon the presentation of the reports of the Comptroller and Auditor General of India, the Principal Secretary will publish them and ensure that every member receives a copy of those accounts and reports. 28 reports and accounts have been presented today. Publishing those reports and accounts and organizing them to be handed over to the honorable members is a time-consuming task. Therefore, I request the honorable members to collect the copies of those reports and accounts from the Assembly Secretariat later. Speak later. Speak later. Speak later today. There is a lot of other work to do. It's okay. It's okay. You speak later. You speak later, please give notice. Honorable Speaker. The title to the bill. West Bengal Appropriation Number 2 Bill, Bill Number 17. Bill Number 17 of due. I request the Honorable Minister of the Finance Department to introduce the bill. Honorable Speaker, sir, I beg to introduce the West Bengal Appropriation Bill Number 2, 2026, Bill Number 17 of. The Principal Secretary will read the title of the bill. To authorize payment and appropriation of certain sums from out of the Consolidated Fund of West Bengal for the services and purposes of the year ending on the 31st day of March. The Honorable Minister of Finance will now move the motion for consideration of the bill. Sir, I move that the West Bengal Appropriation Number 2 Bill 2026, Bill Number 17 of 2026 be taken into consideration. Thank you. The time allotted for this discussion is 1 hour. I request the Honorable Member Samint Sabina Yasmin to speak. Time, 15 minutes.
Thank you, sir. I sincerely request that the number of pages in the bill placed here should be provided to us at least a day in advance so that we have room to speak.
Five minutes, anyway. Bill number 17 of 26. The West Bengal Appropriation Number 2 Bill 2026 has been presented in this August House, providing legal authorization to spend specific amounts from the Consolidated Fund of West Bengal for various government services and purposes until the 31st of March 2027. Once this bill becomes an act, it will be titled the West Bengal Appropriation Number 2 Act 2026. Section 2 is the core of this bill concerning the Consolidated Fund of West Bengal with a maximum of 44 crore 17,76,000 is requested for approval. The government cannot use these funds for other purposes at will, which is the established rule of an appropriation bill. This is a constitutional and financial process. According to the Constitution of India, the state government cannot spend any money from the consolidated fund without the permission of the Legislative Assembly. The appropriation bill provides that legal authorization. First, the demands for grants in the budget are voted upon and passed. Then, once the appropriation bill is passed, the government can actually spend the approved funds. This is not a bill to announce new projects, but a legal authorization for approved expenditure. There is no room to oppose this bill because the government is only 2 months old. We want to give the government 1 year to work. Next year, we will provide point-by-point criticism of the government or praise it for good work. Public tax money should be spent solely for the welfare of the people. Therefore, it is the government's constitutional duty to clearly present an account of every rupee to the Legislative Assembly. I hope the government will maintain a balance between income and expenditure. Attention should be paid to how beneficial the spent money will be for the people. There should be no difference between the government's budget announcements and their implementation. Deeds should speak louder than words. The government makes many promises in the budget, but in reality, those promises are not reflected. For instance, the central government promised Sabka Vikas, but we saw that only the interests and development of Adani and Ambani were served. The people did not see development. This government claimed, that is, the central government claimed that demonetization would recover black money and that 15 lakh rupees would be deposited into everyone's bank account. But instead of that, the money was used to waive the bank loans of big capitalists. I hope the state government will not follow the path of the central government, but will move the state forward by leaving a mark of its own intelligence. Often, money allocated on paper is not spent in many sectors. I would hope that the central government has not given any money to the state in the last 5 years. As a result, even if it was included in the budget, it did not take shape in reality, or the state government tried to do it by taking extra loans from the market. Consequently, the burden of debt has not decreased. Rather, it has been increasing day by day. This is a failure of the Trinamool government over the last 5 years. I hope the finance minister, through the double-engine government, will recover our state's due funds from the central government with interest, and by reducing the debt burden, implement public welfare work in reality. The state government should focus on roads, health, drinking water, and employment. Because the central government has not allocated any funds to the state for the last 5 years. Among them, the notable ones are the irrigation department, the panchayat department, such as the NREG's allocation, Awas Yojana allocation, stopping DAP funds, and not providing funds for the Jal Jeevan mission. These funds were withheld. So even though they were included in the budget, they could not be implemented in reality. For the last 5 years, our Trinamool government has failed in this regard. Now I hope the double-engine government will give our state its due money, and the expenditure planned in the budget will be realized in practice. This government should emphasize employment and provide job opportunities to unemployed youth by completing the recruitment process transparently. I have this hope. Whatever else the 15-year Trinamool government may have done, they have burnt their face in terms of jobs. They have played with the merit of educated, unemployed boys and girls. The state government should move away from the corruption that has occurred in the job sector. However, if our current state government follows the path shown by the center, then it is not possible for the recruitment process to be transparent. In this context, I would like to remind the government of the biggest scandal to date, the NEET scandal, which has shaken the central government. Therefore, I would request the state government to move away from the corruption in education under the Trinamool government and the corruption in education under the central BJP government. They must hand over a corruption-free education system to the youth, eliminate unemployment, and prioritize merit. I will appeal to the government that while passing this bill every year, the Honorable Finance Minister should shed light on a few issues for us. Those issues are how much money has been allocated for each sector, how much has actually been spent, how much remains unutilized, what benefit the people have received from that expenditure, and the government must ensure how effective, transparent, and accountable that expenditure is. This bill seeks permission for a huge amount of expenditure. It is not right to say that development is guaranteed just because the allocation in this bill has increased. Along with the increase in allocation, the important thing is how much of that money is being spent completely and appropriately. There is a genuine concern regarding the state's debt amount, interest burden, and fiscal deficit. I certainly have high hopes for the current government since it is a double-engine government, and I am expecting a lot of funds that we did not receive from the central government during the last 15 years or the last 5 years of the Trinamool government. This time, we will receive those funds. As a result of receiving them, the debt burden that each of us carries will decrease, our interest burden will also reduce, and we will be liberated from the fiscal deficit. Without prolonging my speech further, I support this bill and hope that the issues I have raised will be discussed by the Honorable Finance Minister a year from now, and that they will provide our House with a comprehensive account regarding these matters. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Now, Honorable Member Dr. Bijan Mukherjee will speak. You have 8 minutes. Thank you. Please sit down. Slowly, slowly. Your time has come, Honorable Speaker. You will speak when it is your time. Please sit down, speak. Please sit down. The first budget under the leadership of the Bharatiya Janata Party has been presented in West Bengal. The result of the long-standing struggle of the people of West Bengal is our government today, the people's government, the government of Bharat Kesari Shama Prasad Mukherjee. Our goal was not just administrative change, but deep structural transformation, and based on that, changing the institutional systems to restore the people's trust in this government was our priority. And so that the governance is strengthened, financial progress is accelerated, and livelihood opportunities are increased by keeping the benefits of development in front, so that we can provide these government benefits to everyone, regardless of caste, religion, or creed. That is our government. The previous government sank the state and left it hollow, but that government enriched their own party, which many of you have also seen on television screens. Our Honorable Chief Minister's capable colleague, our Honorable Finance Minister, Shri Swapan Dasgupta, has presented to us the first budget of 4,03,875.29. I fully support this budget of 9 crore rupees in this fiscal year. He has studied the budget so beautifully and deeply, and just as a father plans his household expenses for the entire month, he has similarly divided our expenditures. You have seen that there were 3 finance ministers in the previous government. The aunt, the nephew, and the one who was our original finance minister. But our government has only 1 finance minister, and he has divided it into categories like service power, clean power, knowledge power, life power, industrial power, and tax-related proposals. Just as we inherit many things from our parents, some get houses, some get money, and many get much more. But we have received a massive debt of nearly 8,15,891 crore rupees from the past 2 governments, which is equivalent to the total budget of some small nation. This appropriation bill is the bill through which we show our income and expenditure and how much the government will spend in a year, although we only have 8 months of time. This is the bill for that. Given how the previous government left the coffers empty, we must spend carefully and ensure that the expenditure serves a purpose. In this budget, the estimated fiscal deficit relative to GSDP, which was 2.02% last time, the fiscal deficit was 2.91% relative to GSDP, which was 3.40% last time. Our debt to GSDP ratio is 37.98%, whereas it was 38.29% earlier. A prominent communist leader once said that the left government is for the contractors, by the contractors, and of the contractors. But our BJP government is the government of the people. In this budget, we have thought about the people in the villages just as much as we have spoken for the people in the cities. We are working from morning until 2 at night so that we can rectify the mistakes made by the previous government. Just as we have launched the Government by Your Side helpline, we have also launched the 112 helpline so that we can reach people everywhere from cities to villages to cities. Through this bill, we are creating new facilities ranging from district hospitals and subdivisions to municipalities and new fire stations. The previous government was a government of job staff. There is no way to deny that. But our government is now trying to fill 1 lakh vacant posts. We are also trying to ensure a 33% reservation for women. Over 1,000 recruits in the police department, over 500 industrial instructors, and over 1,000 in the Eastern Frontier Rifles will be appointed. For those who had crossed the age limit due to the previous government, we have provided a new opportunity with a 5-year relaxation. The West Bengal Impact AI mission has been launched. From land revenue to municipal land records, where the previous government engaged in massive sand and coal theft, our government is introducing a new record law. And through e-auctions, we want to ensure everyone benefits and the government receives its rightful revenue from sand mining. I can give you a small example. I was talking to a BORO in Jamuria. He said, "Sir, during the previous government, we used to get only 6 lakh rupees per month from land revenue. But last month, after our BJP government came to power, it reached 67 lakh. That is our earnings in 1 month." You can imagine how the previous government performed. And our government has generated 67 lakh rupees in earnings for us in just 1 month. In addition to the launch of our West Bengal Impact AI mission, a Civil Service Officers Institute is also being built. And the biggest benefit we received is that as MLAs who used to wonder what to do with limited funds, our Honorable Chief Minister and Finance Minister have allocated 1 crore rupees to us in the annual budget. Falta has been developed as a new block, a model block. A large amount of money has been allocated for flood prevention, rehabilitation, and to mitigate the risks of river erosion and flooding. From civic volunteers to village police, ICDS, ASHA, Pranabandhu, Pranamitra, BST, and BCD, and VCD, everyone has been given attention. In short, just as a father looks after each of his children equally, our Honorable Finance Minister has paid attention to everyone in this budget. For those who are our society's greatest friends, the mirrors of our actions, our journalist friends, the Finance Minister has arranged a pension in this budget, which we consider masterstroke. As a doctor, I have a proposal for the Honorable Finance Minister regarding people we live with but haven't thought about before. We doctors pay a lot of taxes, and if a pension could be arranged for medical representatives who are closely involved with us day and night, their families would at least be supported in their old age. Dearness allowance, which was discussed extensively at 38%, and the implementation of the 7th Pay Commission is also a significant achievement for us. We are committed to women's empowerment.
Honorable member, your time is up. May I speak for 1 minute, sir? Half a minute. All right, sir, that is fine. Thank you, sir. Honorable member Shri Arun Haldar, you have 7 minutes. Honorable Speaker, all my fellow MLAs present in this august house, honorable MLAs there. A government in such a short time, by passing one bill after another and creating an enthusiasm among the people of West Bengal for the sake of the people and their interests, I congratulate the Honorable Chief Minister and the Honorable
finance minister. And I especially want to tell them a budget, this historic budget, has touched every section of society in the way it was presented. I do not think the people of West Bengal have ever seen such a budget in the history of this state. For that, I want to thank the Honorable Finance Minister. The way a government had failed in every sector over the last 15 years and had pushed West Bengal towards ruin. The people of Bengal blessed them with open arms. And when that government was formed, there was a doubt among the people whether this government, having come to power with one promise after another, would be able to fulfill all those promises. And many felt that as an MLA, we were in a dilemma whether we would be able to go back to the people with the promises that were made to them. But when that budget was presented and bills were passed with such great speed, we were truly amazed that if a government has the full will and good intentions, how bills can be passed for the people. This budget has proven it, and our finance minister and this government have shown it, saving people from the ruinous government of the last 15 years and bringing a ray of hope, the way they have arranged to quickly hand over 3,000 rupees to our mothers and sisters. Already money has been transferred into the accounts of 12 million mothers, and this will continue in the days to come. Despite such financial constraints, the budget has touched upon every single sector, whether it is the Rajbanshi language or unemployment allowance, the way this government has thought of the people's welfare in every area we have not seen in the past. We have seen those on the opposition benches who sit here to deliver fiery speeches, and the way they are trying to provoke the House with profound lectures in opposition. I want to remind them and say, have some shame. You should remember how your government stole jobs and ruined the lives of the unemployed. Today, when a new government has started to function, profound speeches are being delivered from there, criticizing it. I see our honorable members getting impatient and protesting, and our minister asks them to stay calm. But when I think about the past now, as a member, I cannot sit silently either. That is why I want to remind them, present your points and make your proposals. I have no objection to that. But please do not heat up the House by bringing up such profound lectures. If you do, people will not be able to remain calm. I want to make this request to you. At every moment I see these profound speeches and tall talks from you, our honorable speaker is giving you ample time to speak in order to maintain a smooth and normal environment and create a new history. That does not mean you can say whatever you please here. There is a saying, those who have one ear cut off have some shame, but those who have both ears cut off have no shame at all. You have repeatedly expressed such things during this time. You really should have some shame. We are not sitting here to listen to your wisdom. You should provide your proposals, but please make arrangements so that this government carry out its work. We have seen a government that repeatedly drowned North Bengal and neglected it. The way this government has prioritized North Bengal and allocated funds to create social dignity and a normal balance between North and South Bengal. We have noted that in this budget. For instance, the 1 crore financial allocation provided for sports clubs, the new airports to be built in Balaghat and Malda, and the establishment of AIMs.
You were in government for 15 years. You never once thought about North Bengal. You could not provide
Anything. The way you played games with DA when this government came to power, many tried to mock it, thinking these big talks wouldn't amount to anything. But the government has proven it, increasing the DNS allowance for government employees by 20%, bringing it from 38% to 58%, effective from October 1, 2026. It has proven the government's intent and desire that a people's government has been formed, and this government will work for the interests of the people in the future in the way they have allocated 50 crore rupees for the development of cultural colleges, universities, and the preservation and expansion of the Sanskrit language in every sector.
You have never thought or even imagined that a government could have a vision to promote
The Sanskrit language.
Today, this government has even considered that. They have proposed and passed a budget to launch a project for installing underground electricity cables in 12 cities. We have conducted techno-economic surveys to introduce metro connectivity in Durgapur,
Asansol, Siliguri, and Jalpaiguri, and the budget for those surveys has also been passed. In the Sundarbans region, 100 crore rupees have been allocated to improve the communication system through it. Based on the consent of the state government, the Digital India Land Records Order, Honorable Member. Therefore, I want to thank the Honorable Finance Minister and the Honorable Chief Minister of this government. And the way this government has set an example by presenting a budget in record time, this budget reflecting the hopes and aspirations of the people of Bengal will show a new path to this government in the coming days, and a new history will be created in West Bengal. With this hope, to everyone present, my
Honorable Member Shri Suvendu Adhikari, your time is...
Thank you, sir. You are a very strict headmaster, sir. No, a strict headmaster. I am speaking from my allotted time. I want it from the sir. No. I already said you are a strict headmaster. West Bengal Appropriation Bill 2026. It has been presented in the House today. It is a rule that it must be presented, and we must approve it. Because otherwise, the funds required for the government to run the state in the coming days. Naturally, this has been happening forever, and everyone approves the appropriation. I will only state one important thing, just for a minute. That is, firstly, our state's chief minister spoke about yesterday's agitation, the student agitation, where she located 4 people who threw bottles or shoes, and some of our journalists were injured by that. I condemn any attack on journalists during any agitation. This is never the right way to protest. Agitations should always be democratic, and in those agitations, journalists have a serious responsibility to capture those events and show them to the people. It is not right if they get injured. At the same time, I would also like to say that they were not armed. Applying such strict laws like the Goon Act on them, I feel that I think this should be reconsidered. I feel that the government has many other laws that can be adopted and applied, but the Gunda Act, such a harsh law, should not be applied to them. They were not armed at all, not at all.
Suvendu Babu, please come to your point. Do not digress. Today we are discussing the finance bill and the appropriation bill. Please confine yourself to that. No, please stay here. Do not digress, please. He is discussing the bill. Please stick to the bill. please.
I will certainly say it. You are all singing the same broken record. You were telling stories of the last 15 years. First of all, I would like to ask Honorable Finance Minister one thing. When your party came to power, why didn't you stop the SBI loan processing center, the check processing center, and the pension processing center from being moved from our state to Bombay?
You explain this to me?
I will understand. We tried to stop it. Yes, we stopped Hindustan cables. I stopped it, we stopped it, we stopped Hindustan cables. We stopped Hindustan cables. I am telling you. We stopped Hindustan cables. Sir, you have been abusing our government from start to finish for the past few days. You will give it. Will you give it? You will certainly give it. You will certainly give it. Let me tell you. If you give it, I have no objection. Please let me speak. Please. Let me speak, sir. It is getting out of control, sir. Please. You will let me speak. I will not learn from you what to talk about. Those who spoke here regarding the bill, how many spoke on the subject? They only spoke about the 15. I will not learn from you what I have to do. I will not learn from you. I certainly want to tell you, sir. Sir, you are unable to make them sit. Please, Honorable Minister, please. Will you impose all laws upon us?
Speak. You have sat down. Is it okay if you only say one thing from the middle?
The Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade of the Government of India has published a report. In that report, they clearly state that in 2024-25, Bengal has surpassed other states in terms of large-scale industrial investment. Bengal has moved to the top 3 in the country. It is the central government's report, not ours. My central report. Everything I am saying is just the Delhi report, not ours. I am stating the Delhi report. Let me speak. Report given to the Ministry of Panchayat on the Mamata government. Received new recognition. The Central Panchayat Department calls West Bengal a high-performing state in its report. Hey, I am talking about the Delhi report. You are talking about the Delhi report for so long. You let me speak, won't you? Then I am sitting down. I don't need to. Sit. You kept talking for days, didn't you? Honorable member, please, everyone, let him. Kolkata is the safest city in India, managed by Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee. 3 best police stations in India. Among the 3 best police stations in India, one is in Bengal. During our time, yes, Sirajpur. Ours. Delhi has also said that Bengal is the only state in the country with 0 school dropouts. This has been stated by Delhi. I haven't even mentioned one of my own reports yet. The Modi government ministers' Rajya Sabha statistics show that 12 states in the country are suffering from malnutrition, and among them 10 are BJP ruled states. Where are you? Will it work by just shouting, "Come to reality"? I will say what I have to say. You sit down. You sit down. The speaker will decide. Who are you? Hey, the speaker will decide. Who are you? You sit down. No, please sit down. Now the Reserve Bank says Bengal's industrial future is in Mamata's policies. The Reserve Bank reports. So everything I said so far is from Delhi's reports, the Reserve Bank's reports. You keep forgetting that you are running the state by stepping into the slippers we left behind. Don't forget that you are running the state. Technical IT, global Kolkata. IT sector booms, 70% annual growth. Everything we left was bad. Everything we left was bad. You are shouting here? Just listen. Know this news?
Why are you taking your own frustrations out on it?
Sit down, brother, sit down. Please, honorable members, listen. He has been given time to speak. Listen to what he is saying. You will speak when your time comes. What do we have? You have your time too. Please. So I am speaking during my time. Sir, why are they interrupting? During our time, we became #1 in the country in rice production. During our time, we became #1 in India in cropping intensity. During our time, we became #1 in the country in jute production. During our time, we became #2 in the country in potato production, #2 in fish production. During our time, I am coming to that next, sir. I must come to that, sir. Honorable member, please let him speak. I spoke about many big laws. Next is the economy. In just 2.5 months in West Bengal, there is a rape occurring almost every other day. Is the government taking any action on that? A rape is happening every other day, sir. What measures are you taking? It is in the papers. Even today, it is in the papers. Even today. It is in the papers even today. Today, sir, I will tell you regarding the budget that has been presented. I say this with full respect to the finance minister, that he has presented the budget and made provisions to allocate funds in many places. I have nothing to say about that. But I have clearly stated many times regarding the budget that this budget is entirely dependent on the central government's assistance. So how will you generate more resources from our state? There is no mention of that anywhere. No lead has been given anywhere. By saying you will run from Delhi, you have admitted that you are unable to do anything to build a prosperous Bengal. Anyway, I will not prolong my statement further, sir. I just want to say that this is a very simple matter, a very small matter, because everyone has to support this bill. It has to be done here. They have to do it, and we have to do it too. Because otherwise the government cannot function. To run the government, everyone must approve the appropriation bill. I approve it. My only point to you is that when I speak on this later, I will inform you that when I discuss the finance aspect, I will ask for your guidance from you and from us on what the state's revenue will depend on to grow, and regarding the closed factory. Honorable member, your time is up. Please sit down. Now I request Honorable Minister Shri Swapan Dasgupta to speak. Your time is 10 minutes. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Usually, when a budget is passed in the budget session, it is done in two parts. First, the appropriation bill, and then the finance bill. So I will reserve many of the detailed points about the budget for the finance bill. Today, I thank the various speakers from the opposition who mentioned that this appropriation bill is more or less a constitutional duty. Everyone supports it. Without this, the government cannot function. But despite that, Sabina Yasmin Madam has raised several important points that we must certainly answer. First, she said that what is the guarantee that the money will not be misappropriated? Certainly this is a very important matter. Why? We are doing an appropriation bill. We are not doing a misappropriation bill, which had become a tradition in West Bengal. This itself has become a problem. The kind of discipline that should exist in a budget has been broken by us. And for that reason, today, there's a problem of this exact nature. Shobhande Babu has asked many important questions. He wanted to show that in various fields where they led the government, everything was number one. And everything was good. If West Bengal becomes number one, we would all be very... Regardless of party, there are some things I want to ask you. These rankings of number one, number two, or number three that take place. But the data that goes to the center from the state government. If we assume that data is correct, then surely West Bengal has improved so much that it has perhaps surpassed Maharashtra and perhaps even Gujarat. I want to place a small matter. For instance, it was often said that the future of West Bengal lies in MSMEs, that among all of India, MSMEs in West Bengal are the most important. 9.3 million MSMEs for West Bengal. This was stated using official data. But then we saw that only 2.2 million MSMEs are registered Then it was found that 4.5 million MSMEs have no PAN cards or anything of the sort. No details about them could be found either. Ultimately, it was seen. That 99,000 MSMEs are functional in West Bengal. So, if the difference between 9.3 million and 99,000 can be understood, then we can understand why one is number one and why the other is number 10, and why businesses have been fleeing West Bengal for so long. That, of course, will be discussed when there is a detailed discussion on the finance bill during the budget. For now, I only want to say this much regarding the advice you gave on the appropriation bill to maintain financial discipline. We have received a lot of money from the center. Now, there is nothing left to hide. You want to know how much has arrived? Madam wanted to know. 70,000 crore rupees has arrived. It should be stated openly. If we did not have this money, we would have had to stop many projects in West Bengal today. We would have had to declare West Bengal bankrupt. This and bankrupting the debt burden that you have left us with, whether we want it or not, we have to settle it somehow. That is a big responsibility. And many of our budget projects, we cannot give as much as we want. The only reason for this is such a huge hit. 8 lakh crore rupees is the debt burden. There is a lot to settle that. And I am not even saying how much money, for instance, what you did in Singur, the award that will be given. In the Supreme Court arbitration, we have to settle that too. We also have to settle for the misdeeds you committed in Haldia. So you have done it, you have misappropriated, and we are having to hear about it. But this is the rule. Anyway, I thank you for supporting it. I hope when I come back after a year, you will support it even more strongly. As I can see, politics is heading in that direction. Thank you. Honorable Minister, now please. Please. Honorable Member. Honorable Member, please. The question now is that the bill be taken into consideration. Those who are in favor of this, please say aye. Those who are against this, please say no. The ayes have it. The ayes have it. There are no amendments to clauses 2 and 3. Now let clauses 2 and 3 stand part of the bill. Those who are in favor of this, please say aye. Those who are against this, please say no. The ayes have it. The ayes have it. There are no amendments to the schedule of the bill. Now, let the schedule stand, part of the bill. Those who are in favor of this, please say aye. And those who are against this, please say no. The ayes have it, the ayes have it. There are no amendments to Clause 1, the enacting formula, the preamble, and the title of the bill. Now let Clause 1,
the enacting formula, the preamble, and the title stand part of the bill. Those who are in favor of this, please say aye. And those who are against this, please say no, the ayes. Have it, the ayes. Have it, have it. Now the Honorable Minister of Finance will move that the bill be passed.
Sir, I beg to move that the West Bengal Appropriation Bill number 2, Bill 2026, Bill number 17 of 2026, as settled in the Vidhan Sabha, be passed.
The question now is that the bill as settled in the House be passed. Those in favor, please say aye. And those against, please say no. The ayes have it, the ayes have it. The bill is passed. The bill is passed. The proceedings of the House are adjourned until 1:30 p.m.